As we enter into the last 43 days of the year, how do you want to finish? How do you want to finish? I want you to be thinking about this. You're going to finish strong, sis. You are going to hit 2025 where it didn't even know it was being hit. What needs to go in your life? What needs to change? And what needs to get the wave as you say goodbye to it? I can't wait to share with you a new episode today. We are entering into almost the next year, and it's wild to believe that. I want to provide some strategies for you to get you thinking and planning in advance for January. I want you to start the year strong. It's time to reflect on our current present reality so that we can take personal inventory and shed, release, and let go as we enter into a new year. Let's do this. Hey girl, welcome to the Her Best Self podcast. I'm Lindsay Nickel, former competitive figure skater and perfectionist, turned God-led imperfect boy mom and digital CEO. If you find yourself constantly thinking about food and wondering if you'll wake up one day free from the obsessive thoughts and behaviors controlling your life, then I've created this podcast for you. Because I know exactly what it's like to be a downright hot mess, trapped in a destructive cycle of disordered eating. I finally found freedom, and you can too, girlfriend. So if you're ready to heal your relationship with food and body and break the chains of control and show up in your best health, then grab your favorite Tarjay journal and let's get to it. So you can start living your best life as your best self. Hey sis, welcome back. It has been a blur of a week and a half, but I just wanted to give a shout out if you joined us in the most recent masterclass, the recovery masterclass that I held on Wednesday, November the 13th. It was so much fun. We had a ball, and you are going to want to make sure that you are on the email list so that you can get updates for when we do another one. Hint, hint, we're going to be doing one hopefully at the beginning of the new year. I'm really looking forward to releasing another opportunity for you to get blessed in that masterclass because it was just way too much fun. So can you believe we're wrapping up 2024? Like, I cannot believe. And if you're like most of my recovery warriors, you might be feeling a mix of hope and uncertainty about the year ahead, and that's okay, sis. But today we're talking about ending this year strong and setting yourself up for your most authentic, recovery-focused year yet in 2025. And yes, we're getting real about what needs to go, including saying goodbye to your dreaded eating disorder, which might be the most important release this year and as we head into 25. I want to talk with you about reflection on 2024. This is a present reality check, okay? We have to acknowledge the journey so far. And it's important that you celebrate all the wins and all the progress that you've made this year, even if to you that feels like not a lot. So many times I'm talking to clients and ladies, and they're telling me that they feel like they're behind, or they should be further along, or they haven't yet arrived. And they're mucking through this journey, like literally just day after day after day in the mundane, and feeling like they're not moving forward. It's so important that you celebrate those small wins. Maybe you're not where you want to be yet, but I want you to honor the struggle and the challenges, and I want you to celebrate what has changed, because there is good and there is truth, and you are here listening to the show. So that at the bare minimum is that your mind is changing into, I need to take better care of myself. I need to honor my body. And it's okay, friend, for you to have normal feelings, which mean mixed emotions about change. This is such an important part of the process. Another thing that we have to do as we head into the next year, and another thing that's so important when we're reflecting, is not only thinking about this year and what's worked and what hasn't worked and where we wish we could be, because that can go down this rabbit hole rather quickly of yet not feeling enough. And so I don't want you stuck there. But I want you to think about what needs to go. What needs to be released and shed from you as you enter into a new year. Because sis, this isn't just any upcoming new year, okay? I want you to think about it like this. It's not just a new year, new you. It's a true year and a true you. It is time to commit to your best self. That means laying the groundwork right now for the next year is going to be so important. Don't wait until January 1st to start thinking about what you want your year to look like. Start now. You still have time this year to make positive changes. We don't even have to wait until a new year, okay? But sometimes the bravest thing that you can do is to say goodbye and to shed all the things that are keeping you safe and that are holding you back. And yes, sis, I'm talking to you today. So I want to talk just about that as we set you up for success into the next year. It's important to identify those outdated coping mechanisms, because what got you here, friend, isn't going to get you there. What got you here is going to keep you here. That means letting go of those false truths and beliefs. That means shedding those lies and the identity of the eating disorder. That means literally taking inventory of those food rules that are no longer serving you. Those body checking habits, those exercise compulsions, the scale dependency, and the calorie tracking apps. In 2025, we are not measuring ourselves by metrics that are no longer serving where we're headed. Okay, that is toxic. Other things that need to go and be released can be toxic relationships or those toxic influences. Maybe it's time to delete and clean up your social media accounts that are triggering you. Also thinking about what isn't coming with you as you head into a new year. Start this list now. Maybe you need to release that person that is allowing you to settle for this life. People who are enabling you to stay in your own limitations, your own excuses, can't come with you. If people aren't supporting your recovery, it's okay to love those people if they're family or even friends, but we're going to put those boundaries in place for you so that you're no longer living in your own mind and being around a tribe of folks that are going to continue to message those beliefs for you. One thing that was super important as I navigated my recovery was saying no to anything and anyone that wasn't helpful in my recovery journey. That actually meant saying no more to diet culture messaging. I wasn't going to sign up and be on social media during all of the diets and the exercise and the gym memberships and all of that towards the beginning of the year. Like, I wasn't going to sign up for it. I wasn't going to participate and be around people who were dieting or be around people who weren't supportive of where I was headed. And so I always spoke my truth on that. And it's really important that you do the same to you. These self-limiting beliefs have got to go. That I'll always be this way, that I can't ever fully recover, the what if I miss my eating disorder? Friend, those need to stay here. So how do we plan to let those stay here? Well, I think a good strategy for you to do right now is to write a goodbye letter to your eating disorder. And I know that this might feel scary or even impossible, but hear me out. You're going to acknowledge the role that your eating disorder has played in your life. You're going to express the anger, the hurt, the grief, the loss. And I want you to talk about why you're choosing your recovery, because this is your declaration of independence. This is your vision for your future self. Okay, so it might sound something like this. I understand now, eating disorder, that you came into my life when I felt out of control. You promised me safety, but you literally gave me prison walls. You whispered protection, but you only brought pain. And while you might have helped me survive a season of my life, I no longer need you in the next. I choose to thrive right now. Sis, releasing is setting you up for 2025 success. And you have to be able to identify those core values as you navigate forward. This is what is going to help you create recovery-aligned goals. So instead of thinking like everyone else in society about how we are going to restrict into the new year, I want you to focus on adding into the new year. Adding self-discovery, building upon coping mechanisms and tools. Maybe that is to get around a new support system or having an audit of your current support system, reaching out to professional help, working with a recovery coach like myself or someone on the team, and thinking about ways that you can truly let go of what is no longer serving you. You need a present reality check, okay? And this is where me being truthful and transparent with you is going to help. What worked this year for you? What didn't work for you? And what needs to change? If you want to become your best self, who is she? What does that freedom look like? And what support do you need? Because you can't keep doing the same thing expecting a new result in a new year. It's not going to happen. So start with creating this inventory of where you're at right now, and then look at really doing an exercise like the goodbye letter. I do this with my clients through our time together, but set aside quiet, intentional time and be there with yourself right from your heart and your soul. I want you to think about your future. I want you to think about where you're headed. It's so important for you to think about that, because your eating disorder is literally like an ex-boyfriend who keeps promising to change. And it's time to stop accepting that those empty promises are not going to happen and start accepting yourself. You don't deserve to go into another year with this same version of you. And so I want to shed inspiration into your heart today to set you up on the path for your future self. Sister, as we wrap up 2024, remember this. You don't have to wait until January 1st to start building your best life. Your recovery revolution can start right now, today, in this very moment. So whether you're just starting out or you've been on this journey for a while, 2025 can be your year of authentic freedom. We're just going to claim that over your life. I want you to raise your hand wherever you are. Yes, you might look like a crazy lady. Who even cares? But I want you to say, 2025 is going to be my year of authentic freedom. And if you're ready to make that change happen, then make the change happen. We're no longer going to take our excuses, our limiting beliefs, and our willy-nillys into next year. I want you to think about where it is right now that you are, so that you can let go and create space for where you're headed. And this requires intentional planning. And that can sound like a lot. That can sound like, oh my gosh, I need this special strategy. No, this is just a vulnerable moment about you owning your year. What worked? What didn't work? And where do you want to be heading? What needs to stay here? What needs to go? What needs to change? And then choose one step forward. I do hope that this helps you as you head into the holidays. And friend, just know that I'm here for you. Like, I am over here rooting you on. I firmly believe that if you're listening today, it is not by coincidence. You came into my bubble and my corner of the internet because you needed to hear this message. Don't head into the holidays restricting every single ounce of who you are. And I don't just mean food. I mean, lean into who you were made to be. Lean into your independence. Make a commitment that this isn't coming with you in the future. And do one thing today that is the opposite of what you've been doing. That's it. That's your assignment. Friend, I hope this message encouraged you. I'd love to hear from you. Come on out to our private Facebook community. You can find us at herbestselfsociety.com. And right now I have very limited spots because we are about to push out the Freedom Formula Experience, which if you were a part of the masterclass last week, you heard about it. But if you have not heard about that experience, that is a 10-week program where you work personally and intimately with me. If you'd like to learn more about how we can partner together to really help you so that you're not living next year the same as every year prior and stuck in this place of never enoughness and eating disorderville, then you can fill out a client application on the website at herbestself.co. And I will see you real soon, girl. Bye for now. Oh, friend, thank you so much for letting me share what was on my heart today. My hope for this podcast is to help more women find freedom from food and body. If this has empowered or blessed you, let me know. I'd be honored for your rating and review of my show, and I'd love to connect with you in my private Facebook community. You really can move from perfection to purpose. Let's break the chains together. I'll help navigate the way. Until next time, bye for now, girl.